Swiggity swag, what's in the bag? Jay here, bringing you guys some more Pokemon Sun and Moon news. And today, a new trailer dropped, and oh boy, there is a lot of Pokemon news for you guys today about Sun and Moon. I was not expecting this much information. None of it is about Rockruff though, and Rockruff's Secret Evolution, which I thought that was gonna be, today's news, but we didn't get any of that. But we still got a bunch of information, and I am telling you guys right now, there are gonna be a bunch of theory videos about some of this stuff in here. Actually, I might even make my own little discussion type video, because I'll just let you guys know once we get through all the news. But I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you guys do and you're hyped for Sun and Moon, don't forget to hit the like button down below to show your support. Leave in the comment section below what you guys think about all this information, because it's gonna be a pretty lengthy video. And if you enjoy the content here on the channel and you like to see more content from me, please don't forget to subscribe as well. But let's go ahead and jump into this information, because there is a lot of information about Pokemon Sun and Moon that we got today. So let's go ahead and go over some of the new Pokemon, and one of the new Pokemon that was revealed today in the trailer is Type Null. Yes, that's its name, Type Null. I mean, I'm glad these names are getting simpler to pronounce, but Type Null, yes, that is its name. It is the synthetic Pokemon. It is a normal type with the ability Battle Armor. And I mean, honestly, with the way this thing looks, it can't have any other ability other than Battle Armor. Come on, this thing is literally wearing armor or whatever. Like, come on, dude. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about this Pokemon though. This Pokemon wearing a mask has been dubbed Null, meaning nothing. The shape of its front and hind legs are clearly different. The reason is that Type Null was constructed to synthesize the strengths of various Pokemon, enabling it to adapt to any situation. The mask fitted to Type Null's head is a piece of equipment designed to control its latent powers. It's extremely heavy, so it also serves to hinder Type Null's agility. To complete a certain mission, there was a need of a Pokemon powerful enough to rival those Pokemon often spoken of in mythology. So, first of all, this Pokemon is man-made. Alright, it was man-made because it was first of all, it was constructed to synthesize the strength of various Pokemon, and then, it was created. They needed a Pokemon powerful enough to rival those spoken of in mythology. So they needed a Pokemon. They made this thing. Like, they literally just took a bunch of Pokemon and just slapped them all together, and we have this thing. Like, we have this thing. Now, this thing looks cool, but they just slapped a bunch of Pokemon together, and boom, we have Type Null. Not only that, but just from reading this description here, it feels like this thing is not going to be a fast Pokemon because the helmet is really, really heavy. So I feel like this thing is going to be a heavy hitter, but it's not going to be, super fast. But still though, like, do you think you want to take, like, what if this thing has like base 130 attack? Are you really going to sit here and live or retaliate if, like, let's say for instance you kill one of your opponent's Pokemon and they bring out this thing, Type Null, and it goes for retaliate? Do you think anything on your team is going to be able to take a freaking retaliate from a base 130 attack Pokemon, and then retaliate is stab on top of that too? We're probably not gonna be taking a body slam from this thing, probably not even gonna be taking a headbutt from this thing, to be honest with you. I feel like this thing, like I said, I feel like this thing is gonna have either a massive physical attack stat, but it's just not gonna have a lot of speed. Or maybe this thing will have a massive special attack stat, and things like Hyper Beam are gonna be terrifying. Tri-attack, terrifying. It just might have a really high special attack. I feel like this Pokemon here is gonna have a really, really high attack or special attack stat, but like I said, it's not gonna be a fast Pokemon because of the helmet, and it's so heavy. But overall, I like this Pokemon. It looks different. It's a cluster of Pokemon. It may look ugly, and I think it like real talk, it's ugly, yes, but it looks cool. Like, just because something looks ugly doesn't mean it doesn't look cool. It looks cool. I think it looks cool. but it is ugly though, like for real. But anyways, enough of that. Let's go ahead and talk about another Pokemon that we got today. I don't even know how to pronounce this thing's name. Like, the names just went from super simple to this. But I'm gonna go ahead and say Jangmo-O. I hope I pronounced that right. I don't know why it's called Jangmo-O. They could have just said Jangmo, but you know, Jangmo-O. Alright, whatever. Anyways, it is the scaly Pokemon. It's a dragon type, and it has the abilities Bulletproof and Soundproof. Now, people were saying that this is going to be the Generation 7 pseudo legendary, and honestly, I would not mind, because 1, it's a dragon type, 2, it looks cool, and 3, it kind of feels like it should be a pseudo legendary. So anyways, Jangmo-O has the pride of a warrior, although it remains humble about its capabilities. In its pursuit to become stronger, it never neglects its training. Because Jangmo-O uses the scales on its head for both offense and defense, it never turns its back to its enemies. Many trainers see this behavior and take it as proof that Jangmo-O is a valiant Pokemon. Jangmo-O gather in harsh locales like canyons where no other people or Pokemon are around to live together as they train. So this thing is just basically hardcore train monster. You know, it's a powerful Pokemon. It uses the big scale on its head as offense and defense. Like, I feel like this thing is gonna be a physical attacker. I think it'll be a physical attacker. I hope it's a physical attacker. I mean, it uses, or maybe it could be a special attacker actually, because maybe the scales come off and they fly off and attack or something. I don't know. I really don't know what to think in terms of, like, you know, what kind of attacker or what kind of attacker this thing is gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna have like high defense, high special defense, high speed. I have absolutely no clue. All I know is that this thing does give off the vibe of a pseudo legendary. At least to me, it gives off the vibe. Let me know what you guys think down below, but I hope this thing is the Generation 7 pseudo legendary, because again, it's a dragon type. I mean, its abilities are meh. I mean, Bulletproof is kind of cool because I think moves like Sludge Bomb don't hit you or something like that. And then, like, just the description alone, this thing is like, this thing trains. It never neglects its training. Dude, Ash should totally get one in the anime. Like, that would be so cool if he got one in the anime. But I like this Pokemon. I love the design of this thing, and I actually just might end up picking up one of these in Sun and Moon. So, you know, stay tuned for my Pokemon Sun and Moon team video, because you just might be seeing Jangmo-O in that video. So moving on, we have a Lowland Eradicate. It is the mouse Pokemon, dark normal with the abilities Gluttony and Hustle. So Lowland Eradicate was already confirmed in the description of Lowland Rattata, but we didn't know what Lowland Eradicate would look like, and now we know what it looks like. And my dude, what happened to your face? What happened to your cheeks, bro? Like, I was not ready for this, dude. I literally was not ready for Eradicate to have gigantic cheeks at all. I was not ready. Anyways, let's go ahead and read up on this thing. Because urban areas are their main habitat, their diet is higher in calories than ordinary Eradicate. As a result, they have become hefty. Right. A Lowland Eradicate prefers to eat only fresh fruits and high-class ingredients. There are rumors that a certain top-notch restaurant takes advantage of a Lowland Eradicate's taste buds by bringing it along when choosing ingredients to buy and having it taste test new dishes. A Lowland Eradicate continually stockpile huge amounts of food in their nests. They mostly prefer to send out a Lowland Rattata to gather food while they themselves stay home in their nest and just eat. Okay, so now we know why they're hefty, and we know why their cheeks are super large. Cool. A Lowland Eradicate is the totem Pokemon of the trial that takes place in Verdant Cavern on Melemele Island in Pokemon Moon. Ooh, in Pokemon Moon. Well, then again, in the trailer they do announce that Depending on what time of, depending on the game you're playing, you will face different totem Pokemon. So, but we're gonna go over that later on in this video. It summons Rattata to help it confront those who take on the trial. Gumshoes appears as a totem Pokemon in Verdant Cavern in Pokemon Sun. Well, there you go. But anyways, so a Lowland Eradicate, design wise, I mean, it looks cool. The big cheeks threw me off when I first saw it, but now it's starting to grow on me. Like, you kind of just want to pinch them, you know? It's like you want to be that, you know, that annoying aunt that wants to pinch your cheeks and whatever, like, oh, you're so cute, Timmy, you know, and all that. But I like Eradicate. It's cool. It looks cool. I won't use it because, you know, defensively, it's not taking a fighting move. I mean, yeah, it has two immunities now, and this thing pretty much destroys Lunala. But I mean, no, thank you. No, thank you though. I don't want to use it. There are other Alolan Pokemon that I would rather use over Eradicate, but overall, you know, I like it. It looks really cool, and I just keep staring at the cheeks, bro. Like, is it wrong to just stare at the cheeks? I think it's wrong to stare at the cheeks, but I'm gonna continue to stare at the cheeks anyway. So enough about the new Pokemon. Now let's go ahead and talk about some of the features in the game. So Sun and Moon, Pokemon Sun and Moon. Obviously, the sun, the moon, daytime, nighttime. Whoo! It's crazy. It is actually crazy. Pokemon Sun and Moon are actually tied to actual time. They are set 12 hours apart, and you will have different things happening in Pokemon Sun than in Pokemon Moon. For example, as we just read, when you do the trial in Verdant Cavern, in Pokemon Sun, you'll be fighting Gumshoes, but in Pokemon Moon, you'll be fighting a Lowland Eradicate. That's actually pretty cool. Obviously, you're gonna encounter Pokemon differently as well. You might encounter, I think in the Japanese trailer, they showed you encountering a Drifloon in Pokemon Sun, but in Pokemon Moon, you encountered a Mischievous and things like that. But let's go ahead and read up on this for a little bit. Some of the Pokemon that appear in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon are different. What's more, there's a difference in the way time is set in the two games. Except for a few scenes, time in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon is tied to the actual time. Pokemon Sun operates on the same time as your Nintendo 3DS system, but the time in the world of Pokemon Moon is shifted by 12 hours. So, for example, let's say it's noon, you know, in Pokemon Moon. Well, no, it's noon, like as or on your 3DS. All right, in Pokemon Moon, it would count that as midnight. So I think that's really cool. So basically, you can play the game in the daytime, but the game will act like it's in nighttime. I think that's really cool. So you don't even have to really change the time on your 3DS, you know, if you want to catch like Pokemon at night or whatever. I think it's really cool. But then again though, like in order to capture Pokemon in the day, you have to play the game at midnight. So then it'll be sunny in Pokemon. It's weird. It's weird, but it's really, really cool. I like that. I like how, you know, the two games, they differ so much, you know, and it's like, usually when it comes to you know, Pokemon games, like let's say Ruby and Sapphire, for example, everything is mostly the same up until you get to like Kyogre and Groudon. But in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, it starts off differently right off the bat. Like right off the bat, you open up your Pokemon Moon version at noon on November 18th. Boom, it's nighttime. It's like, wait, what? It's crazy. And then Pokemon Sun just operates like any normal game. But I think that's actually really cool. I cannot wait to use this or see this in action in on the 3DS or whatever. And I just can't wait. I just cannot wait. This is so cool. So another I guess not really feature, but another thing that they mentioned in the trailer was the Aether Foundation. These are a group of people that are trying to research Ultra Pokemon and or Ultra Beast, excuse me, Ultra Beast. But the Aether Foundation works in the Alola region. The Foundation's goal is to care for Pokemon that have been hurt. The Aether Foundation has constructed an artificial island called the Aether Paradise There, they not only provide shelter for Pokemon, but also conduct various research projects. It seems that the main character will also be able to visit Aether Paradise during the adventure. So they also went over a few of the members as well. We have Lucamine or Lucamine. I'm not necessarily sure how to pronounce her name. The lovely, I'm gonna say Lucamine. The lovely Lucamine functions as the Aether Foundation's president. Now, let's talk about her for a second. All right. She looks a little familiar. Well, not really familiar, but she resembles Lily. If you guys remember Lily, Lily is Kukui's weird assistant. You know, we know little to nothing about her, right? Now, Lucamine or Lucamine, I don't know how to say this damn lady's name. She's fine, but still, anyways, they look really similar. They look very, very, very similar. So people were suspecting, you know, oh, you know, this might be Lily's sister. I mean, it makes sense. You know, they look similar. They both have, you know, the blonde hair, the green eyes. They look too similar to not be related. But there's also something else that people are saying about Lily, and I'm gonna go over that at the end of the video. But let's keep on reading about these people though. Now we have Faba, the Aether Foundation's branch chief, sports green glasses, sunglasses, yada yada yada. They're his signature accessory. He seems very proud of his position as branch chief. That is cool. Yada yada yada. We also have Wiki. Now, I like Wiki. I like her design. I like her big hair. Her big hair and her big glasses are awesome. The assistant branch chief of Aether Paradise has a caring personality, so she's loved by all the Aether Foundation employees. I like that. I like her. I like her. I like her a lot, actually. I hope that she does not turn out to be evil. I hope these people don't turn out to be evil as well, but she has big hair. I like her big hair. And then we have the employees of the Aether Foundation. You know, they look really cool. They have a lot of pockets, but and they have really big ass feet too, big shoes. Like, look at those big shoes, bro, big shoes. The employees of the Aether Foundation shelter and care for Pokemon. Their uniforms appear to depend on which division they belong to. Their divisions? Well, that's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. But I kind of find this is really cool though. I do like the fact that we don't only just have Team Skull, we now have the Aether Foundation as well. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to be battling any of these people. We just might, maybe post-game, not necessarily sure. But they're cool. They are really, really cool. They're really cool. And, you know, they're doing projects on the Ultra Beast, so that's actually cool as well. We also got information about a new Team Skull member, Gladion. This young man leads his strength to Team Skull as an enforcer. He places a high value on being strong in Pokemon battles. His partner Pokemon is the mysterious type Null. Now, this dude looks edgy. He is literally he is the definition of edgy, bro. Like, I don't even know what to say about that. He just looks incredibly edgy. Not only that, but what is up with the whole blonde hair, green eyes trend? I really don't understand. Like, are all these people somehow related or what? Like, I don't even know, because for whatever reason, we have 3 characters in this game that have green eyes with blonde hair, and it's not even like the blonde is any different. The blonde is all the same. Are they is Lucamine and Gladion and Lily all related? Well, then again, I mean, there is something about Lily that we're gonna be talking about, but still, like, are they related? I don't even know. But this dude looks incredibly edgy. I feel like he's gonna be sort of like a Silver to us, which will be really good, because I would like to see another character like Silver in the Pokemon games, because it was always satisfying beating Silver. But, you know, this dude, he's literally just the definition of edgy. Like, look at him, bro. Like, he has, you know, his hair is covering one of his eyes, you know, like his hand be trembling, and he's like, oh, power or something. Like, I don't know, man. He places a high value on being strong in Pokemon battles. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. This dude is just edgy AF, bro. But I'm looking forward to seeing what this dude is all about in Sun and Moon, though, that's for sure. But moving on, we get to see some familiar faces though, you guys. A pair of trainers investigating Zygarde. Dexio and Senna will show up as you progress through your adventure. These two appeared in Pokemon X and Pokemon Y as the professor's assistants. They'll give you an item called a Zygarde Cube and ask you to collect Zygarde cores and Zygarde cells during your adventure in the Alola region. Cores and cells can be found all over Alola. So this just might be the item that you need in order to change Zygarde's form from like 10% to 50% to 100%. I think that'll be really cool. Objects giving off light can be found in various locations around the Alola region. These are Zygarde cores and Zygarde cells. You can collect them in the Zygarde cube you receive from Dexio and Senna. If you collect lots of cores and cells, the path to finding Zygarde in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon may become clear. So we can find Zygarde in Pokemon Sun and Moon. That is pretty cool. That is actually really cool. So, you know, instead of giving us a Pokemon Z like we all wanted, they gave us, you know, a side mission in Pokemon Sun and Moon dealing with Zygarde. And so Zygarde plays a special role in this game, and I really do like that. I really do like that. The Zygarde cube itself looks really cool, and I like, can we just like sit down and appreciate the fact that Dexio and Senna actually showed up in Sun and Moon? Like, they weren't just completely forgotten, because in Pokemon X and Y, they did little to nothing. You know, you talk to them every now and again, but they did little to nothing. If anything, they would always show up late to the party and then do nothing. I mean, they'll give you random items, but overall, nothing at all. So it's really cool now that they're playing, you know, an important role, an actual important role in Sun and Moon. And it's also really cool to see past characters come back in later games, and you know, it's just always cool, except for Looker. I don't ever want to see Looker in this game, but you know, they just might have Looker in this game because why not, you know. But I don't like Looker, but you know, Dexio and Senna, I like seeing them in Pokemon Sun and Moon. I like that they're in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So another feature in Pokemon Sun and Moon is the Pokey Finder. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I was on Twitter and people were like, Pokemon Snap? And I mean, that's basically what it is. It's basically, the Pokey Finder is Pokemon Snap in Sun and Moon. So basically, let's just shut down any and all rumors about a Pokemon Snap remake, because, you know, here, you guys want Pokemon Snap? Here's your Pokemon Snap in Sun and Moon. So a feature known as the Pokey Finder allows you to take pictures of Pokemon you find. It's loaded into the Rotom Dex. When you use the Pokey Finder in certain photo spots scattered throughout the Alola region, you can take pictures of Pokemon. The pictures you take will be evaluated, and as you take better pictures, more features like the ability to zoom in become available. So it's basically Pokemon Snap, essentially. I think that's really cool. It's a really nice feature. It's a feature that, you know, I'm pretty sure people really wanted, or you know, they just wanted Pokemon Snap, and now hopefully this will satisfy that Pokemon Snap urge. And the final thing that I'm going to be talking about in this video, which might end up transitioning into another video, the Ultra Beast. Okay, a mysterious presence threatens the Alola region. Ultra Beast. In the Alola region, rumors are flying about this sentence is weird. In the Alola region, rumors are flying about mysterious creatures known as Ultra Beasts. Ultra Beasts possess mighty powers and could pose a threat to humans and Pokemon, so they are feared. It appears that the Aether Foundation is also conducting research on these Ultra Beasts. According to rumor, multiple Ultra Beasts exist, each of them called by a code name, and they revealed one of them today, which is UB1, or Ultra Beast 1. UB01's body is composed of a glass-like substance. However, it's constantly changing shapes, never settling on one. While evidence of something like a survival instinct can be observed in UB01, no one knows whether it has a will of its own or any emotions. It's said that, for some reason, its movements resemble those of a young girl. Now, this is big. People are freaking out on this on Twitter. I was freaking out about this on Twitter. people were freaking out because people are speculating that this thing here, this jellyfish looking Pokemon here, this Ultra Beast here, they are saying that this, I am saying, you know what, like, I don't like theories, okay? I'm not a big fan of like most Pokemon theories, but this is one I can stand behind, okay? This thing here looks like Lily. All right, it looks like Lily. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. It looks like Lily. It just resembles Lily. You know, like the little blue thing resembles her hat, right? The little tentacles, like right below that, resemble her little hair dinglies or whatever, right? Her hair, like the legs, like just like, if you just take, you know, UB01 and you take Lily and you put them side by side, they look way too similar. Like, I was reading about this thing, and it said, when it said it resembles those of a young girl, its movements resemble those of a young girl, I was like, bro, that's Lily, because we know little to nothing about Lily. And it's like, you know, if Lucamine was really Lily's sister, I feel like they would have said something about that, right? Or like Lucamine is Lily's mother or something. Or what if the Aether Foundation are Ultra Beasts themselves? You know, we never know. Or maybe because they're conducting their Ultra Beasts, conducting research on the Ultra Beasts, right? UB01 may have been found by Lucamine, and then, you know, UB01 wanted to fit in, and so it adopted, you know, a few of Lucamine's like properties, like her green eyes and her yellow hair, and then decided to roam the region and ended up becoming Professor Kukui's assistant in the process, you know, something like that. You know, like, that's what I honestly think about this thing right here. Like that, like I said, that is one theory I can 100% stand behind, because that's just, they just look way too similar. They look way too similar for it to just not be connected. But that's just me. That's just me though. Anyways, that's gonna go ahead and do it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did and you're hyped for Sun and Moon, don't forget to hit the like button down below to show your support. Let me know what you guys think of all this information down in the comment section below. And if you enjoy the content here on the channel and you want to see more from me, please don't forget to subscribe as well. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get it out of here. I just might have to make some sort of discussion video about Lily and UB01, because they just look way too similar to me. They just look way too similar. They just look way too similar. But I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.